Foreman, and I will be doing a demonstration on how to hang IV fluids. I've gotten an order from my doctor. Dr. Chiquita has ordered that I administer 1,000 milliliters of normal saline to B. Dole in room 103. And she wants that administered at 30 milliliters an hour to keep the vein open. So let me just check the MAR real quick and make sure that everything matches up. Yeah, I've got B. Dole in room 103 and 1,000 milliliters of normal saline administered at 30 milliliters per hour to keep vein open. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and just use your standard 20 gauge needle. So I'm going to come to the med room and get everything ready. I've got the 1,000 milliliters normal saline. Careful to check the expiration date. You don't want to use something that's expired, so this is not expired. And I have my flow set here. Looks like this is 10 drops per milliliter, and we need 30 milliliters to be administered per hour. So that's going to be 300 drops, which is about 5 drops a minute. So we'll need to make sure to get that set properly. Got my tourniquet and some other supplies here. Again, my 20 gauge needle for the IV. And so we're just going to head over to the patient's room. Good morning, Miss Dole. My name is Banana Foreman. I'm your nurse today. Dr. Chiquita has ordered that we hang some fluids for you, and that's just to keep your vein open. We're going to be doing some medication through an IV for you, just to get that in your system a little quicker. But what I'm doing right now is just hanging the fluid to keep your vein open. This doesn't have any medication in it. It's just normal saline. Do you have any questions for me before I get started? Great. Can you verify your name and date of birth for me? All right, and just double checking your badge here. Yep, that matches everything I have. It matches what's on my saline. So I have the right medication for the right patient. We have the right dose, right route. We're going to be administering it IV. And obviously we've checked our documentation. We have the right documentation, and I will be documenting this at the end once I've administered this. So the first thing I need to do is get my IV solution set up. So I'm going to go ahead and open up my IV tubing. And I'm just going to be very careful to make sure that I stay with aseptic technique. Going to get in here and just make sure, first thing I want to make sure of is that I have my roller lock all the way closed. Okay, so that's closed. And then I have my spike here. I'm going to take my saline and take this little stopper off the end. And I'm going to take my cap off of my spike, and I'm just going to go ahead and insert my spike into the saline. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and pinch this chamber here and get it about half full of saline. Perfect. Okay. And go ahead and hang this up here. Now, it's really important that I get this saline all the way through the tubing and that there are no bubbles. So I'm gonna go ahead and unroll my clamp a little bit and get that saline flowing. Just make sure to follow that through. Make sure we don't have any bubbles. I'm just going to inspect my tubing very closely to make sure I don't have any bubbles. If I have any bubbles, I'm going to want to flick those bubbles so that they end up in the chamber. When I look here,